So today we're going to talk about Pythagorean Theorem. Okay, Pythagorean Theorem works for right triangles. C is for the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the side that is across from the right angle. Okay, A and B are the legs. The legs make the right angle. Okay, so if we sketch a picture of what this looks like, my right angle is shown by a box. The C goes across from it, so this is the C. The A and the B are the two sides that make the right angle. Okay, so this is the hypotenuse, this is the leg, and this is the leg. And the A and the B don't matter which one you call A and which one you call B. Okay, remember that right triangles don't always face the same direction. If this is my triangle and this is my right angle, I look across from it, that's C, and the two sides that make the right angle are A and B. Okay, C is always going to be the longest side. Okay, C is always going to be the longest side. The hypotenuse will always be the biggest side in the right triangle. So how do we use this? If we were given three lengths, so let's say for example that we were given 10, 26, and 24, and we were asked, do these sides make a right triangle? Well, you would label C as the longest one, and then the A and the B don't matter, but typically we make A the smallest and B the medium. We would use our formula, and we would plug in our values. So we have 26 squared, 10 squared, and 24 squared. If they're equal, it will make a right triangle. So we want to see, if I square 26, I get nope, I don't get 576. I get 676. Okay, if we square 100, or 10, we get 100. If we square 24, we get 576. So the left side equals a right side, so this is a right triangle. Okay, if we had three other numbers, let's say 8, 16, 18, we would make the longest C, and then the other two don't matter, and we're going to use our formula, and we're going to see if the left side equals the right side. 18 squared is 324, 8 squared is 64, and 16 squared is 256. So we have 324 equals 320. So that's not equal, so this is not a right triangle. Okay, the other thing we use Pythagorean Theorem for is to decide what the missing length is. So let's say we have this triangle here, and we know that this side is 8, we don't know this side, and we know that this side is 10. Well, we know that across from the right angle is supposed to be our C. Our X could be where A is, and our 8 can be our B. So we're going to set this up. 10 squared equals X squared plus 8 squared. We take care of our exponents first, and then we have to get X squared by itself. So I'm going to subtract 64, and I get 36 is X squared, and to unsquare something we take the square root, so our missing side is 6. Okay, if we have a right triangle, say it looks like this, and we don't know the hypotenuse, but we know that this side is 7 and this side is 7. Then we're going to say X squared equals 7 squared plus 7 squared. So 49 plus 49 x squared equals 98, so x equals the square root of 98. Sometimes you're not going to get a whole number. When I do the square root of 98, I get that it rounds to about 9.9. Okay, so it's okay to get a decimal sometimes. You're just solving for the missing piece, and when you take the square root, if it's not a whole number, you just round your answer. Okay, so those are your examples to look at for Pythagorean theorem.